Welcome all to the Mancave Take 2 for the edition for the night. All right, we're going to go back around the table, of course, and introduce our panel today. Of course, we got the fellas in here strong this evening. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Of course, the co-host of the show, financial guru himself, Big Shug.
Boom, 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 boom. What's up? Peace and love, everybody. How y'all doing, man?
What's up, my brother?
Happy Monday, bro.
Happy Monday to you,
Yes,
man.
sir.
It's always a pleasure to be out here with you with that spirit, man.
Yeah, always, man. It's always a pleasure to be in here. You know what I'm saying? Get some things off the chest, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep it moving around the table real quick because we got a couple people we want to introduce our special guest today. But sitting right here next to me, my main man Beast, back again.
Yes, sir.
Been a while.
Yes, sir. Bringing them issues in. You know
Been a while. We ain't seen Beast since the first show.
First one, yeah.
The Mancave. That show with the Freaky Tie shirt on YouTube. You guys can find that. You'll see my man Adrian in here. But nice to have you, man. I appreciate you making
Happy to be here, man. Out here hustling.
Welcome back, bro.
That's what's up. All right, and then over on the dugout.
The Navy dugout.
we got my man over in the dugout, Big Wayne.
What up, though?
What's up, Wayne?
Not much. The man you like to hate your daughter on the date.
Yeah.
Detroit Dallas.
Wayne in the batter's box, man. We gonna pull him out when we need him. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking 6th man of the year, Wayne. That's cool. Of course, we always got the voice of God back here. Kenny, the engineer, want to thank him.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? Glad to have y'all here.
And then our special guest for the evening, man, because what we're gonna be talking about is we're gonna let y'all know a little bit. You know, we'd like to spread the word about how to make wealth and shit. Damn, we getting a call
I
already.
already got an incoming call. That's what's up.
All right, hold on, let me answer it.
I gave him the number over here.
You on with the Man Cave? How can we help you? How you doing? You on with the Man Cave? What's going on? I'm pretty good. How are you? Oh, he did? All right, well, you live on air right now. You want to say something to your cousin? She said, what's good, Mike?
What's up? What's going on?
All right, well, look, make sure you go watch the show, okay? And then call back at a more opportune time when we can ask you something, all right?
Stay tuned, though.
Let's be ready for it.
Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much for the call. We appreciate it. Okay. All right, well, getting back to the show, guys, we want to introduce our special guest, man. We go out, we buy guests, we buy Gucci. I guess back in the day, but you know, Gucci, we need the belts, we need to look good all the time. Well, my man here got his own brand, his own clothing brand. Went out, got it all. I mean, look at this thing right here, man. I got a shirt on right here, fitted well. You know what I'm saying? Beautifully made material, made by the one and only Mike Lowray on Facebook.
Hey.
There he is, CEO.
That master props. Get him up.
What's up with you, bro?
Chilling. What's going on?
Welcome to the show,
Cool,
man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so first of all, man, this beautiful logo I got on front of this, I like it. It's freaked out. I really like the way it's written and all of that. Like, how do you pronounce the name of your line?
A-VIE.
A-VIE, that's what's up. A-VIE, that's what's up. Okay, all right, yeah, that's what's up, man. So, how did you get into doing all of this?
Well, my brother played basketball overseas, and I was working for this company, and I was real diligent for like 6 months. I was like, nah, this can't be life. If I can do this, I can wake up and do this for myself.
I know that feeling.
So what I did was when I went over there, I was like, before I come back to the U.S., I gotta have a plan. This is to refresh my mind, to get my memory going, so when I come back, I can do something.
Yeah.
And so I had always been fashion that I always wanted to look nice, but I never thought of money and think that it could be money to be made in this. And I always thought different from other people. And people always like, I like how you dress. So he was like, you should do it. So I was like, I went to sleep. I ain't go to sleep. I stayed up the whole time. when he woke up, I was like, let's do it.
Right.
Because he told me the numbers and everything. I was like, let's do it. Let's go.
That's what's up,
Let's
man.
go.
That's what's up. So, I mean, this is really good material. Is this coming from overseas, or you doing it right here?
Yeah, that's going like the Euro style.
You're right.
Smooth, chill tea that you can go to dinner with, or you can just be outside, or whatever you want to do is stand. You know.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely like it. Go ahead,
What
sure.
does A-VIE mean? What does it mean?
A-VIE means for life.
For life?
For life.
Yeah.
And what language?
In French.
All right.
I only know like
French.
one thing in French.
Yeah, I see you was in Paris not long ago. How was
Yeah.
that trip?
See, Paris was cool, but I didn't really enjoy Paris until I left. 'Cause
Right.
It's so fast, and like the museum and everything. It was beautiful, and I was just enjoying the moment. But then I didn't enjoy it until when I left Paris. When I got back to my brother's place, I was like, man, I was just in Paris.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
when I was just like taking pictures like a little kid, like, oh, look at this, and stuff like that. You know, he been there. He was like, he's so cool. He was like, all right, go ahead. I'm like, what you mean, go ahead? I'm in the car. I'm like, you gonna do? All right, cool. So how about just walking around and taking pictures?
So
and
is that
videos.
where your brother plays? He played for in France?
Yeah. in
Oh,
Lille.
okay. That's
Yeah.
what's up. I see you got some other trips out there. What you doing in Belgium, man?
Oh man, Belgium is right by Lille, so Belgium was it was dope, you know, to see that, to see like the gold on the buildings. It was just for me to see a whole different culture,
Yeah.
and then like to see like the fashion. So every place that I went was for fashion. Like I was watching to see what everybody was wearing, like the culture, the simple life, and that's all I was doing, was soaking up everything of what everybody was doing and try to bring that back here.
And I've been to Belgium and Paris, and like you saying, man, that's the whole point of experience.
Yeah.
It's like the experience
Yeah.
turned into like a worthwhile knowledge, but
Yeah.
once it's past it, because now you've learned something from it, you know
Big
what I mean?
time.
So it's important for us to get out there and experience it.
Yeah.
And like this young man saying, he out here, he realized as a young black man, his dreams could be for himself. He ain't got to keep feeding into somebody else
True.
and lining their pockets. And that's what we got to really get out of this type of experience with this young man right here. That he took his dream and turned it for something for himself instead of just giving it to somebody else every single day.
Most definitely, man. My son is actually looking to do the same thing almost. He wants to do fashion. He loves fashion. I mean, he goes and designs T-shirts online and basically, you know, but they cost too much. So, like for a young man like him, you know, being 15 years old or whatever, coming from somebody like you, what kind of things would you suggest that he get into, or what would be the easiest way for him to get into the business?
It's simple. Whatever he trying to do, just come with a unique style, and he already there. All you gotta do is find somebody that can help him print out the tees or whatnot. Or if he's here, I can connect him to the people.
He's there. Yeah.
Connect him and stuff. I mean, that's basically it, because I ran against this white guy. It's like 3 a.m. He was just dropping jewels on me, and he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I just met this guy. He just put a tape deck on a shirt, and he sold it for 15 million.
Yeah.
I was like, 15 million just for the tape deck on a shirt? He was like, yeah. He said, you could do this, blah, 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 stuff like that.
So-
he was just telling me stuff.
So you trademark basically.
Yeah, I
what you-
trademarked it.
So your A-VIE means for life is that's all trademark
That's all
right there. So
trademarked, yeah.
All right, so
okay,
dumb
cool.
question. It says means for life on the T-shirt.
Yeah.
'Cause I
know.
How
Look,
to,
But that's a play on words, though.
Yeah.
Tell him how nice it is. I ain't even read the shirt.
See, so that's the thing about it. Like, I wanted to, because really fashion is French anyway. That's what it really
Yeah.
is, and people gotta understand that. So what I did was I wanted to translate the both so it can meet in the middle. Like, you got the French name, but you got the meaning for us for over here, so they can understand our whole concept and bring it all together at one
And that's
time.
creating a whole new culture, man. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's what
Yeah.
we got to do.
But you know what? Like, I always try to tell people how important it is to get a passport.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
We
Because
talk about this every
yeah,
week.
because
Man,
it's
get
like
that
people
passport.
will like, especially like African Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of get stuck into this routine of like going to work and just thinking that we have to pay all these bills.
Oh, we don't do that. Black people don't do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, you get your passport, it gives you the opportunity to consider traveling like overseas versus saying, oh, I want to go to a place, but you got a passport, all you have to do is look at tickets.
And look, so I work with my coworker, man. And he's a big dog, man. He done did things for TGIF. He kind of like do all kind of stuff. And one of the biggest things we always talk about is that it's not about using the option. It's
Stop
about
hitting the
having
desk.
the option.
Stop hitting with that. You
No,
gonna hear
this is
that.
how I talk. You don't
gonna
control
hear
how
that.
I talk.
You gonna hear that in the podcast.
Man, don't worry about that. This is how I talk.
Nigga, like we got a bass drum in this motherfucker.
Hey, you do got a bass drum. I'm right here.
Moving your product.
Try to control
Say it
me.
again.
No, I was asking, do you have a website? Do you have a storefront? Like, how are you moving your product?
Everything is gonna be online. I don't have a website yet because right now I'm feeding people, you know. And one of my cousins, Q, I bug him a lot. You know, he put me on. I had to go back to do my homework to Clark and I, you know, and because Clark and I paved the way for a lot.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just watched those videos and see how Clark and I started and stuff. So it's like I'm not really in a rush to push product out because I'm marketing pretty well, and marketing is key. And so if you don't market your product, when you get the clothes, then what you gonna do? Now you gotta sit with a bunch load of clothes. You gotta start from ground zero rather than market and touch the people, react and show love to people. So now when I come with the product, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's know how it work now.
So you know how Clark and I got big?
IG, right?
Huh?
Go ahead.
You're on Facebook and IG, right?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and IG.
Got to study the game, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
that's
You
what's
remember? Do you realize how Clark and I got big?
I mean, it was
You know,
different videos.
I'm
of
the
it.
king of useless information.
I'm really. That's it.
Come
What
on,
you gotta
spit
say.
it out, man.
Let's see if I'm
Carl
understand.
Kanai got big basically by giving his clothes away
Exactly.
to all of the rappers in the Bronx.
I remember that.
And LL Cool J, all of those rappers from New York, he
Yeah.
was just giving them the clothes, and they
Tupac,
started,
yeah,
they started
yeah,
wearing them.
yeah, yeah.
And it's one commercial that made Carl Kanai basically
Don't go there.
what?
Which one?
The one with LL Cool J where he was rapping for like
That ain't it.
Macy's or
That
something.
ain't
No, that was
That is it.
That was a Gap
That ain't it.
commercial. That was a Gap commercial for Fubu.
Gap commercial for football, you're right.
Yeah.
But what was he wearing?
He was wearing Fubu.
Oh.
But he was doing it
Yeah.
for Gap, and he gave Fubu the shout out.
All right, well, I was close.
Good initiative, though. You know what I'm saying?
You was on the right path.
I was on the right path.
But
I was trying to stop you, but I was like, the train already left the
That's
station.
all good, man. That's the point of this. You know, sometimes I got to be wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm wrong too.
Hey,
Forgive
this is a learning
me.
session as well.
And speaking
You know
of
what I'm
Fubu, I want to send a shout out to Fubu because I went to that event. They had a Fubu mobile event. They got
Yeah,
Fubu mobile
yeah, I
now
saw.
and stuff, and they got Fubu hotels. And one of the
My neighbor's
co-founders,
opening a Fubu Mobile.
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. One of the co-founders, Carl Brown, like he actually listened to my story and what I had going on. Like I'm like, man, I don't want to walk up to him, but then I was like, you know what, I'm finna just walk up to him. And
You
I
got
told him.
to.
And
You
I
got
told him,
to.
I told him my story. I told him that I'm from Chicago, grew up in poverty. You know,
Yes.
from everything. He listened to my story. He was like, take my email and stuff.
All right,
And I
so
was
it's my turn to listen to your story. You're from Chicago. What part?
born and raised Southside.
South Side.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I mean, how were you raised up? I mean, you know,
Man.
tell us a little bit about your childhood,
One
man.
word, rough.
It's a crazy story. So I mean, before I used to have a problem to talk about, but now disclosing is also part of the story documentary.
Yeah.
So from 9 years old to 18, I was in foster care.
Dang.
So, but prior to that, I was with my mother, and she had addiction with drugs, and her best friend, supposed to be a best friend, I don't understand, cause we was in the projects, you know, my sister,
Right.
best friend, that's auntie, and my little brother was there, so she called, she's like, I'm tired of your mother steady leaving, and so called the security guard of the building, the projects, 4444 on 43rd Estate. They came and grabbed me, and then after that I was in foster care, so I was in foster care for probably 17 homes or something like that.
Damn.
And
Right.
then you know, as I started going, I was like, man, I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't see my family until I was like a teenager, you know, and after all that process, so I tried to remain humble, you know.
Right.
It was many nights to just me, but then I was like, once I get older, I'm gonna make sure I'm
So
right. I'm gonna
do you
take care of myself.
think that times like that, you know, reflecting back to it now, when you go through things like that, especially at a young age, that it kind of gives you a little more drive
Yeah.
inside your body to do, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to do exactly what you're doing,
Yeah.
be a CEO,
Yeah.
start your own, you just don't have as much fear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so 9 to about 18, you were in foster care. How did you end up down here in the South?
Well, it was it's a friend of mine I know that from back in the college, and when I was telling him
What college?
she went to what is this Western.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in there. I ain't know.
No, her.
Okay.
And I was rapping to her about what was going on, like this is what I want to do, and I was like, I heard about the South, I want to see what's going on, and And while I was over in Europe, she was like, you know what, you should try it out. I was like, you know what, let me see. And then when I came back, I was jet lagged. But then once I out of jet lag, I started hustling. Then I was just going into people's business without no shirt, without no business card, without nothing, just a dream and telling people what I want to do. And everybody was like believing into it, giving me business cards left and right. So then I was like, maybe this is real. So then after that, I was like, let me go a step harder. So then I started getting shirts made, started promoting, make promo videos, and got a billboard up. And so now it's like,
Yeah, I saw that. That was in Carrollton, right?
yeah,
That's what's up.
And so now people are really
Right.
being receptive to it. So now I'm like, okay, now I may be on to something with this.
Yeah, I think your business model is pretty good because you're not marketing it as much as someone may think you should.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a good thing. I know Lamborghini says that they don't market on TV because the people that are going to buy their cars don't watch TV.
Yeah.
Like that's you know what I'm saying, and that's a business model that you gotta it's something that makes you go you know what I'm saying. So definitely.
I got family from Chicago, like the South Side. I was over there like a few years ago. But I mean, the way that the street violence and the different gangs and everything like that, how the whole culture is turning, they're getting younger and they're getting turned out to the streets a lot faster than what we probably would have at our age coming up. How is it that you was able to stay focused and not get caught up in all of that? Because
especially being in foster care, you're right.
It's very
that's
easy.
a good
like
question.
Chicago is like it's so tempting, you know what I mean?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a saint. I had to do my hustling to provide for myself, and through that situation, I was always a person that would maneuver. I never was a sit still type of individual. So I would maneuver and do what I got to do, in and out. Never trying to be seen. Never trying to be too much in the crowd. And so in that process, I played basketball, so I was able to have good relationships with good people that was willing to like look out and show love and stuff. So that plays a big part too. When you got a certain type of good people in your circle that make sure you're good and stuff, so you don't be the wrong crowd that gets you in something so fast.
Oh yeah,
so just even associated with just
so
like you don't have to be in just association. You know,
that's where people get stuff wrong because the biggest part is when something's a norm, it's not right or wrong. It's just the norm. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is a person who's still in the norm of negativity is like long as he has a plan to move forward. So I'm still in the table.
You good?
I hit it softer this time, Dave.
It was softer.
But when it's a norm and it's negative, we still have the receptors to know it's not the right thing, but this is what you got to do for now. But having a plan to come forward out of it, that's the biggest thing. Having a vision, not just getting stuck in that loop and be like, yo, this is what's going. We've heard everybody say like, man, this is what it is, but I ain't got nothing better. I ain't gonna get nothing better. That's because you don't have the vision or something better. And it's like, how do we plant those seeds, or can a person get that seed on his own? You know what I'm saying? Or how do we as a community start planting that seed so these young black men, these young black
important.
community,
you know what I'm saying? Some type of mentorship somewhere down the line that's kind of like.
We have to start saying, I am my brother's keeper at some point in time because we're not gonna do it by ourselves.
So with that being said, so we take a man like, and this question I'm gonna pose to all of you gentlemen. We take a man like Mike and the A-VIE, his clothing brand. How do we get it out there for him? How do we focus in on getting people to buy? And also, Mike, I want you to answer that too. Like, what are your plans in trying to get people to buy?
Well, my plan right now was like I got a comic that's coming out. So the comic is actually going to express and tell you about like my story as well, and then after the comic, I just want to come in different type of ways. Like I just released one,
right?
One is I thought of like that I'm working on is I got promo videos. So I want to have because my promo videos look like trailers, like the movie, because I'm also doing a documentary.
Yeah, I saw the documentary. I was gonna ask you about that a little later, but
So what I want to do is I'm working on now to have it show and then like give me a little second in the movie theater. Like while people sitting down, they got time to look at their phone. They go ahead and click on I want to do something. I'm working on that now.
Well,
I'm working on that.
Do you think that the quality of your clothes, is there a way that you can push that without, people actually feeling it and touching it? Like, what is this made out of? Is this 100%?
Well, you can look at it and tell that it's really good quality.
No, I'm serious. I like the shirt. I really do. It's nice materials,
glad
quality.
you enjoyed it, yeah.
What is made out of?
I have no clue.
Well, I think
It's
like,
funny to have that answer.
yeah,
I
I think
no
like
clue.
based on what you're saying is like it's not really like the purchasing is like you more going for the experience of your brand.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I feel like you're headed.
He's like, man, it's in the meaning, it's in the look. He's
Yeah,
like, it's
it's like
in my
experience.
story.
Yeah.
So really, you getting people to buy into you.
Experience my
Yeah.
life.
And then the clothes
Yeah.
is the aftermath of buying into you
Mm-hmm.
and how much it means to you and what you put into it. Because like if you put into your dream, somebody should know that this dude is coming with something. This is different from the dude selling out the back of the
Right, back of
Suburban,
his trunk.
Yeah,
just
right.
trying to get his
Yeah,
$20
that's
for
the
the
difference,
day.
right.
This man is selling his story. You know?
I mean, he probably sell out the back of the trunk too, which is fine. But
Not yet.
Well,
I feel like I got.
See what I'm saying?
I feel like I got like the back end of
I don't
everything.
think you should do.
But then it will still be his instead of
not.
somebody else's.
That's not your style. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Hey, I did have a suggestion for you though, if you don't mind.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, because David's
When-
full of wisdom.
Yeah, I'm full of wisdom. Except when it comes to anyway.
Yeah.
So when
That's not when it kind of what?
nothing. When I saw the low your hat,
Thing
Yeah.
with the
the
sheets.
shirt, like when I see this, man, I think this would be great on some workout clothes. I think you should start a line, man. Like
I'm on that. I'm on to that. Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
all
that
right.
might
Yeah.
be, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
That
onto
might
that.
be something.
That might have
you know.
motivated my fat ass to get back in the gym.
Well, I mean, at least you'll look good doing it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that don't matter to me. I don't think I look good all the time. Yeah, the minute you're nothing over here, son.
So what's next for
Fat
A-VIE?
sexy all day.
What's
Yeah.
next for A-VIE?
Women, clothing, kids. Just
So right now you're exclusively men?
yeah, just that was the first thing. I mean,
Right.
the quickest thing to get out to give to people. Boom, boom. Now the next thing is like kids and women. You know, so everyone can be
Right.
a part of this.
IVA clothing means for life.
Yeah,
And
so,
you talk. I'm sorry to cut you off, man. Go ahead. Let me let you finish. My fault. I'll be doing that.
so-
He's excited.
So I mean, that's what it is, and I mean, I can't tell you. I don't want to disclose. Like,
Yeah.
For me to just start, I got one particular offer
Right.
deal. So if it falls through, I think that'd be good for me. Just starting off and just watching the game from everybody else and be like, okay, you got on the last part of it. Okay, I'm gonna take what you got on from the last part of it, and I'm gonna use that right now. Like,
Right.
and then like marketing. Like, if you look at the brands, people not really marketing. And I want to market to a point where people will fall in love with it to the point where I don't have to do much, you
Right.
know, and that's
And
what
do
I'm
it
doing.
right.
Yeah,
But
do
you're
it-
still learning.
still learning.
Always
Yeah,
constant, right?
Yeah,
Now I read somewhere that art motivates you.
big time.
And what kind of art is your favorite?
Man, I don't even have.
Ask me.
Go ahead.
Porn. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
That is this is not an art. No, I got a.
What up, Jay?
You should check
What up,
my
Curtis?
You should check my cousin out, man. My cousin Tyrell Broughton, man. He an artist, and I mean he's dope as hell. I mean he do clothes too,
Okay.
shoes. He paint shoes, and he dope. You should check him out. I make
I
sure I
like
get you
him
the
for work.
information
Yeah.
for
You got a
that.
question?
I like to link y'all.
Answer
Okay.
like two of them, but like the first question was, what are you catering more to the urban look, more of a luxury look, or what's your particular lane that you're wanting to ultimately play to?
Who is the brand for?
The brand is for everybody. That's what
There
this
you
is
go.
for.
Bottom
life.
line.
This brand is for so basically what it is. It's like when I mean for life, I mean everyone, and then also it's like a person with a drive, a person with creativity, an innovator. So makes you feel like even if you just chilling or whatnot, you know, and just I want you to feel good while you're wearing this, you know. So and you feel life, and everybody has a purpose, and we all are a purpose. So I just try to put all that into means into one, all in one. That's why I said means for life. You are for life. So
And what's your price point right now on your?
I don't have one right now. I don't have right now. I'm just strictly
Getting deals
giving
done.
product out to people right now. I don't have a steady price, but I'm getting inboxes and people like, yo, I want this. Like,
You
I
still
like
spreading
this.
the word.
Yeah, I'm still marketing, which is key.
And that goes back to what Dave had asked. You know, we really got into your story, but he was like, what can we also do versus what you're doing? And we got to know, like right now, we got to put this man clothes on. We got to talk about this man. We got to spread this man word. And that's what we always overlook. See,
Yeah.
we asked the question, but we never came back to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how can we be productive if we moving on just as fast as social media, come on, man. Let's come back and get this man we need.
When I
We
come
need
back,
to put this
I
man
got shirts
clothes
for
on.
everybody. So that's
And that's what he said. He
when
said,
come
I
back,
wish.
I got mine
He
though.
brought my
I got
shirt,
shirts
so
for everybody.
I need to wear that one tomorrow.
I got mine
I
though.
want-
Because Facebook and the gram.
Anyway, with
great
it.
marketing tools.
Anyway, with it.
Say that again.
I said Facebook and the gram and Snap are great marketing tools.
Yeah.
You know, but otherwise, how
Those
else
are
are
just
you
marketing
out here
tools.
pounding the pavement marketing wise?
Say that last part again.
I'm
I'm in there.
asking, how else are you out here marketing wise, pounding the pavement wise?
Oh man, I just recently.
Show, like I know you just said you was just at the food show.
Mhm.
Like, have you been going to like shows around here?
Mhm.
You know, things of that magnitude, just to get your name out there, get your product out there.
Yeah, I went to shout out to Capital Factory. Capital Factory is a pretty dope place. They are tech innovators. They are people. That's 150 companies on the one building, and they talk about deals. They create cartoons. They create apps. They create all this next future stuff. And they had an event, and it was so crazy. I was going to a baseball game. I was like, man, I'm gonna go to a baseball game. I was like, no, I don't go to a baseball game. And I scrolled and saw this event, and it was like how to make deals, how to get funding, how to market product, $1 million and stuff like that. Like
You got to pay for that?
Yeah, it was like $15.
Have you ever looked into the non-profit business starters as well? Does that
No.
apply to the fashion
Nah,
world?
because he trying to profit.
No. Non-profit business starters, y'all not listening to me. They help young businesses
Yeah.
grow for free.
Yeah.
They put their resources into it. So that's a non-profit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about,
So
yeah.
have you looked into it yet?
I haven't looked into it, but I will. I mean, I jump into everything.
Yeah, and you know that might be a free resource
Yeah.
that might help you get far because those nonprofits are really embedded in the
Yeah.
communities, but they are hard to find.
Yeah, they
because
are.
obviously we don't know what I was saying.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, with it being 9 o'clock, I'm gonna pass the mic to Suge for the question of the night.
Dang, okay, let me ask you a question, man, because are you, dang, that's not gonna even come out the right way. How about I just ask the question the right way? So I just want to know, like, is love supposed to hurt? Like, have you ever been in love before? Like, or are you probably out there breaking all the girls' hearts or something like that? We don't know, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to know, like, is love supposed to hurt? And ladies, you know what I'm saying? Call in with your questions at 203-802-5694. We want to know.
Yeah,
like,
call in with them questions.
Yeah.
All right, so what y'all think? Y'all gonna answer the main
Or,
question?
like,
Oh,
how,
I already know love's supposed to hurt. So I don't know what nobody else
Talking
talking
that mic. You
about. I already
see?
know love's supposed to hurt.
Why?
Why could you know it's love unless you rebounding from it? You know what I mean?
what do you mean? Explain rebound.
Let's say now there's different levels of hurt, but sometimes, okay, y'all ever enjoyed something so much that it created fear?
Yes and no.
You got nervous because it seemed too good to be true.
Yeah.
No, nobody experienced that. Like euphoria, you know what I'm saying? Like it was too good to be true. But then, you know, at some point, you love somebody because you know you're. Let me rephrase that. It might not hurt, but you know it's love because you're willing to forgive that person if something did happen.
Yeah.
So that means at a hurt point, you know that you're willing to forgive somebody, and that's love. Like I love her because I'm willing on a plain level of something happening. It don't have to be major. I can forgive this person versus like if somebody just like stepped on my toe, I'd be like, yo, fuck you, man, we done. You know what I mean?
Let me rephrase the question. Like, in one word, what is love?
Love is to say. First of all, you can't use one word
I
to
believe you
explain
can.
love. No,
Okay.
you can't.
I believe you can.
Well, forgiveness.
Okay.
That's a good word.
What about you? One word. How would you describe it?
Unconditional.
How would I describe
Another one.
love?
You forgive somebody that hurt you. You know, I'm just saying.
I mean, I can't really. I don't know. Love is I feel like it's a deep emotion. I mean, you gotta dig deep because you gotta look past.
All right, Mike.
Flaws.
So they bullshitting you, Mike.
No, I think.
So this what happened, dog.
Love is the sum of all.
This what happened. This what happened, Mike.
Hold on.
They
It's the sum of
bullshitting.
all things,
Wait,
man.
wait,
It's the
wait.
Don't let these dudes. Don't let these dudes do you like that, Mike.
Wait, he coming from a broken heart. Hey, don't let this
Hold
dude.
on, Detroit. One word. What is love?
Love's for suckers.
See,
Oh my
See?
God.
I
This
believe
nigga
it's
said
only one
for
word,
suckers.
it's the sum of all things, man.
It's not for suckers.
I believe it's only one word.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, man.
think
It took me 40 years. Damn it. In a couple fucked up relationships to understand that
Ooh, we better get into it. Let's go.
that there's way
I got people
more.
agree with me.
There's way more to a relationship and way more to a love than I ever realized in life, man. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, just like, you know, beyond sex.
Full embodiment.
Beyond sex, man, having that friend is a motherfucker, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
You were willing to share everything with this person.
Happy anniversary, Brett. Even though you're mad.
Yeah, the boy hurt by Brett, but Brett, he loves you. He said happy anniversary.
I ain't crashing and burning. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all what love is.
Hey, does love hurt?
Fuck yeah, it hurt, goddammit.
I'm gonna explain to you in the most simplest form what love is, and you will understand it.
Love is the substance of things hoped for,
That's
the
too much
evidence of
words.
things not seen.
It's just
Go ahead.
Love.
Secrete things like things short, you know, like sex.
Yeah. Gone in 60 seconds, motherfucker. Look, love is only an action word. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That is the action word too.
What is?
That.
This guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of
right
action.
here,
Why you
Love is an action word. So if you apply your actions, so if you look at your actions in regards to the things that you love, then of course
All right.
it's going to determine.
I realize none of us know what love is.
You know where that,
I
you know where
do.
it came from?
What?
You know where that came from?
That hole over there?
No, where you think that word actually came from?
I believe it's some East Coast shit.
Nah, it's from Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago got a lot of slang.
And what does it mean?
That hole over there.
Slut.
Go ahead.
Y'all
Slut.
got more slang than New
Oh,
Orleans.
okay.
Well, I mean, you know what? Let me rephrase it because we get so down on a woman when she want to have multiple sex partners.
Yeah.
If we do, we get high fives.
Right,
So
right, yeah.
If a woman want to have sex, then that's her body. Then.
Yeah, it's
Go
a
ahead.
different.
Hey, but times are
Why are
changing
you
though.
heartbroken, though?
Times are changing.
Huh?
Why are you heartbroken? That's what I'm talking
I'm not heartbroken, first of all.
He
I'm
lonely.
disappointed
about. What are you disappointed in?
Who you
because I
disappointed
lost
in?
my friend.
Who are you disappointed
How
in?
you?
Myself.
All right.
I said, Lenny,
I'm pissed off at me.
forget about
You know what I'm saying? Because I sit up in here. Hold up. I sit up in here and have shows on protecting women's emotions and doing the right thing, and then I turn around and fuck up like
Yeah,
that.
we know you pro women. We know that for sure.
Like, how do you feel
Just
like you
don't-
fucked up?
Huh?
How do you feel like you fucked up?
Cause I did.
Okay.
But it's
What
okay.
you could have done?
Okay, so
What could he have done to do it better though?
Nah,
What could
the
you have
question
done to do
is,
it
what
better?
do you do when you trying and nothing will, you just move on.
what do you mean trying what? Like,
Just move on, you know. When you get to the point where you done begged as much as you can beg, you done motherfucking sobbed as much as you can sob, what do you do at that point?
I mean, at some point in time, you just have
I don't know.
to
I
let
don't cry.
things-
I'm a strong
You
man.
have to
I
let
don't
things
cry.
go and let.
You ain't getting no tears out of me.
But if someone is your friend, like,
If you
what
know
are
me, you ain't getting no tears out of me.
Okay, when you say you lost your friend, did that person feel like they lost a friendship in you, or do you feel like you lost a friendship in that person?
Nigga, they both the same thing.
They're
What you
different.
talking about?
They're different.
No, they not.
They're very different. Like, I can be your friend forever, and you can be like, yo, fuck you, I don't want to have nothing to do with
Nah,
you. And
I'm
I
the
can be
type-
like, you know, when you ready to come back to me, I'm still going to be right here 100 with you.
Yeah, well,
sure.
she probably, it's probably her and not me.
So she lost a friend in you, or you lost a friend in her?
I probably lost it in her more than she would lost it in me.
Okay.
I'm much more understanding.
Okay, can I chime in real quick?
I'm much more understanding.
Come on.
Okay. I personally think because I'm somewhat familiar with the situation, you know what I mean, that he's speaking of. I bet you she's at home, if she ain't watching right now, which she can't watch because we're in and out, but I bet you she's home worrying about the same thing you worried about.
Yeah.
Shit! Psych-
Well, hold up. You got to understand that people express themselves in different ways. So I think the only healing right now is time.
It's fake. Yeah. But there's also like you said, you did as much sobbing and apologizing, and then
Yeah.
sometimes like I get to the point, me especially when I'm angry, y'all know me.
Yeah.
When I'm mad, I'm not apologizing. I'm about to tell you why I think the way I am. Why whatever. I'm gonna communicate to you. Now there's no longer apology. Now you have to understand me and forgive me, or you understand me and move on. You know what I'm saying? I've already apologized. How many times do you apologize?
Yeah, you
for a
can't.
mistake? You know what I mean?
can't.
You know what I mean? So I apologize. Now this is what it was, and it's already happened. You know what I'm saying? You apologize. It already happened. So now it's either forgiveness or forgiveness. You know what I mean?
But my question would be this: like, where do you draw the line between like this is something that I'm gonna leave for, and this is something I'm not gonna leave for. Because to me, like we asked earlier,
Everybody line is different.
what love is and shit like that, right? To me, love is when shit is going bad, you can still count on that person.
But what about if shit is going good? They supposed to get up and dip?
Nah, I'm just saying, regardless, everybody's cool when shit's going good. Everybody cool with you when shit is well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
When everything's good,
Man.
that proves nothing.
Yeah.
It proves nothing. What proves something is when shit goes awry
That's
and
what
when
the
shit
game is.
fucked up. Like, are you out the door,
Sticking through.
or are you more like, hey, look, let's holler at this.
And that's
Like,
real
what
love,
pissed
though.
me
That's
off?
real love.
This would piss me off. This would piss me off.
Let's do it.
Shorty found what she saw, what she, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Then the first day, first fucking hour is like Facebook knew. Blah, gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, having somebody back and being there for somebody is just as much about, you know what I'm saying, not putting their fucking business out there as well. You know what I'm saying? So if, I found out that you did something to me and I go around and share your personal shit because I've been in your personal shit and share your shit with this person and that person,
that's incorrect.
that ain't having a nigga back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's got to be more about if you do something to me or if I do something to you, we got to be able to talk and go, hey,
Communicate.
look.
That's what I'm saying.
So it don't have to be everybody's business. Because once you make it everybody's business, then it's harder for you to accept that person back.
See, that's-
because you done fucking told everybody.
That's my problem right now with the world, though. Because there's reality, and then there's the social, like, reality, like social life, like this whole pleasure thing, this whole acceptance of everything. Like, there's no way you would ever understand me if I accepted everything you stood for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would be more consumed into you than you ever know who I am. So, like you said, like, I have to be able to communicate with you when I disagree.
Right.
And for us to be able to
That's
move
what
on.
love is,
Now
though.
there is. Do you think?
Two points real quick. One, most of these people today really think they're living in a reality show. That's why they put the shows out there, put
Facts.
the business out there, because they think by them putting their business out there, it's going to give them that basketball wives love and hip hop feel.
Right.
That's first things first.
Fuck
And
you, Eddie.
secondly,
Listen.
if someone can't give you the same energy you're giving them, stop giving them energy.
Stop giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, Darius. Do you think that hurt people?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Details. No. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Beats.
I can share. This one, oh man, it's crazy. So, I got a small heart,
Yeah. Oh.
I got a
At
big,
least you know.
I got a big alert of trusting, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And this one woman, I didn't let her in, and I just thought that this was it. We doing everything, and then it's like everything crashed and burned, and I was like, this is crazy, Like, I thought you was supposed to be this, and you flipped the script, and once you flipped the script, I was like, okay, now I don't want none of this.
Yeah.
This is not. I don't want to be part of none of this. So now it's like, let's just be friends. I don't want relationships and titles are too much, because I think the women put more force on it, and then they want us to act how we want to act, or once you get there, they want to control the man, and that's what I experienced. So it was a.
I'm good with titles and shit, but it's like if you gonna do it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep me around and ask me to do all that, husband shit, and don't want to make me a husband
Nah,
type
I'm
shit,
100%.
or don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either one or the other.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
want to be single, then okay, be single.
Yeah.
Okay, but you my boyfriend. Okay, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm still single.
So you want to be a real household?
Fuck
You
your household.
you still single.
You want to be a real household?
Nah, it's just you gotta have lines. Like everybody's so quick to just like jump in the fucking relationship today. Like no one has lines, no one has boundaries and shit. Like you can be my damn girlfriend all you want. That
I
don't
should've
mean
listened
you
to your
get.
parents
That
when I
don't
was
mean
growing
you
up.
get wife privileges. Just like if I'm your boyfriend and shit, you shouldn't be giving me,
Ultimatum.
husbandly
Yeah.
privileges.
But see,
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
I think it's this. I think this day and age, I think the women don't really understand the power that they have. So a woman woman can boost our ego and show that much, give us that much loyalty, love us properly to the point where we can go over and beyond for her. But a woman doesn't understand that. You know, some women got high expectation of a man, but they got so low to give.
Yeah.
You be like, what is that? How does that work? How you got so high expectations of what you want me to do, but where are you at?
The double standard.
Yeah.
And entitlement. Yeah.
I got a vagina, I got a nice body. I need old boy with the Benz and the 6-figure job to come over here and get me and these 4 kids that I let
And after you run through it, she gonna come back to you.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
She gonna come back
In
to you.
every issue, I think both people are always at fault because a man right now we saying, yeah, women has always had all the power. Believe it or not, we all know that. Every man has said it. Every conversation, you know, women don't know we said it, but we saying it right now. You know what I'm saying? Women have had all the power, but what we never did is communicate it. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel like once we communicate it, we kind of screwed at the same time. So we just let it.
I think both sexes
faster at the same time.
But
so
both sexes
everybody's
have
always guilty.
Both sexes have power, Adrian. Women have power before sex, and we gain power after sex.
True.
There's your difference.
True, but one power came first.
Hey, but
you're right, but one power still came first.
Right, yeah, but
sometimes
after we take away that kryptonite, you know, some of us don't give a shit no more.
And that's when it's time for us to come in and communicate as men.
Yeah.
And the number one thing a woman is always going to say at the end of the day when something goes awry is that you wasn't communicating.
Yeah.
That's the only time we lose our women, when we're not communicating.
No.
That's not true.
Not the only time, but most of the time.
She could go in your phone and find text messages.
You should have communicated that before, and you wouldn't have got
caught. And that's the whole thing.
Hey, look, they got stuff in my phone you don't want to see. Now, if you want to go there and see it, we'll deal with it at the time. You ain't even got to say exactly what it is, but you need to communicate the threat level that is present. And if a threat level is present, everybody needs to know. That's no different.
But how the hell? Who judges if it's a threat level?
The person who's gonna get hurt, or whether or not you know you have material that can hurt someone. That is what threat is.
But who determines that what's in your personal shit is gonna hurt somebody?
Trying to cover. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't no cover at all. No, it's really not a cover. I'm asking you a simple question. Who determines whether or not? Look, if I'm talking to you know, whoever in my phone, it might not be a threat level to me. But if you going through my phone and you don't know that person, it might be a threat level to you. So who gets to make that decision?
And here's another. This is like one of the major problems that I can see right now.
These nuts.
Well, I'm not looking at nuts. But here's the deal. It's like my personal experiences, like I only really had like 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, I know you don't have one now.
Yeah, I know. And I would never have another girlfriend anyway. Because the thing is like I'm not getting into a relationship just for a short-term thing.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying. I'm not
way.
going to be in a short-term. I'm too old to be walking around telling me I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like that
I
doesn't
feel the
affect
same
my
way.
qualifications anymore. So like if I'm dealing with a person and I tell them like, yo, this is what I am right now, this is what I'm trying to do. Either you get with it or you don't. What are you doing? And
all right, so
and we try to match.
So you gonna meet somebody and you gonna marry them or be serious with them in how long?
It depends on the individual. It depends. Like look at the way that I.
Well, it doesn't depend on the individual because you just said that I'm too old for this, so I gotta.
Or were you not in a relationship?
Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you, man. Like the way that our society, the American society, we treat relationships is wrong. Okay.
Right.
We believe that you're supposed to go and date someone for 5 and 6 years, try it out, see if it's going to work.
I know.
And then after a period of time, let's get married. Oh, I'm married to her. She changed since she got married.
So how is it different in your?
You're supposed to even the whole sexual culture, the whole thing is wrong.
How is it supposed to be?
Honestly, you're supposed to meet somebody. You're supposed to date them, get to know their family. You know what I'm saying? Before we go in on them. That's the real way it's supposed to be.
I personally think this.
But we out there playing and we just doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you're actually trying to take someone seriously, there's certain questions and qualifications they have to meet.
Don't play with your valuables, y'all. If you got something valuable, lock that motherfucker. Don't play with your valuables. Go ahead, Mike.
I think not the problem, Dave.
Hold on. Let Mike get his point out.
I personally think like we don't need the government. I don't need the government to tell me who I need to love.
I've been thinking that for like
If
the last
I'm
month.
gonna love her and we gonna be in love, I don't need the government to stamp nothing.
Yeah, but most women gonna want that ring to stamp it.
But some women will understand that too. Like, if we love each other, why would we need the government to get involved with this?
It's called security. I know this is how I want to think. Once I get you down the aisle, I'm getting half of everything when I leave.
Every woman don't think like that.
This dude right here.
That means she had to start out playing before all these even started.
Like you say you got a little bit of heart. That boy ain't got nothing but rock in there, boy.
So no, let me ask y'all a question. So is it even smart nowadays for men to get married?
No.
This has been a question looming. This question has been going around for a while over the internet.
There's different versions of marriage, too.
But is it smart for a man
Yes.
to get married now?
Yes.
Why do you say that, Kenny?
Well, I can tell you it is because, first of all, married people live longer.
Right.
Married people have more sex.
Okay.
That is a fact.
Okay.
So those two things alone, I can go down the list, but I don't want to take over your show. But there's many
cool.
reasons why men should get married.
Okay. How about you?
I believe so. I mean, I'm looking for that one. I'm single right now, you know what I'm saying? Hit the Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Hit that DM.
All right, Mike.
How
How about you,
I love being
Mike?
married. I love being
Hold up.
married.
You're married. Go
I'm
ahead.
a married man.
How long you been married?
Going on 8 years.
That's what's up. Good shit.
8 years, and right now I'm out the house. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't get a pass. I just walked out.
No, you
saying?
got a pass.
Go ahead, Mike.
Somewhere you got a pass.
Go ahead.
Somewhere, somehow you got a pass.
I think married. At first I didn't understand it, but now it's like I do, because like when I travel and do stuff, I'll be like, man, that'd be dope. I have my partner with me, because it's like you, not to try to glorify Jay-Z and Beyonce, but the understanding is you want that foundation to get and then keep
so
that
important.
going.
I just used that the other day. I was like, hold up, Beyonce, your shero. And Jay-Z cheated on her, and they still together. She didn't quit. She didn't walk out the door. So what the, you know what I'm saying?
But you can apply everybody.
But I guess because he got that billion, huh?
He
He got that billion.
He was in a regular. You was in a regular relationship.
Man, fuck that.
Why you gotta call it regular? Why you gotta call it regular?
Hold up. What about you? You said
Right now he's
no.
talking about Beyonce.
Hold up.
Beyonce's married.
Hold up real quick. You said no,
A
Wayne.
traditional governmental marriage where I gotta go down, pay $40, and we sign this document to say we married. No.
You gonna do it when you gonna do it when you got somebody you gonna completely devote yourself to.
Yeah.
And back to what he was saying. He said, is it a good idea to marry somebody? Once again, as long as it's not a threat, it's a good idea if you know you can fully devote yourself to that person. Regardless if that person might hurt you, if you could fully devote yourself, you made it in your mind like this person is the person I'm not gonna question myself about. How could it not be a good idea?
Well, no. I mean, this is an honest. This is an honest
If you
question.
utilize it the way they do. See, just because
What's the
there's
next question?
This is an honest question that's going around the internet. It's not something that I made up.
Yeah.
That a lot of men are basically turned off nowadays from marriage. Like
There's a
they
lot
don't,
more marriage than
and
happening. What you
the
talking
reason
about?
why,
Marriage
the
is
reason
without-
why is because it has a lot to do with the laws. Is why a lot of men don't feel like marriage is for them anymore.
So I barely know any single people in Dallas.
Yeah,
No, I mean, hey, look, I was married for 18 years, so I'm for marriage. I think marriage is awesome.
But I think one of my biggest discretion is when I was coming up, I see a lot of my friends, they got married early,
Yeah.
18, 19, 20.
I don't
By the
think that's
time-
wise at all.
But yeah, I mean, now I'm growing, I'm like past my 20s, like hell no, you should never, I don't think a man should be married like past the age of, before 25.
Back to Dallas again. Dallas is this place blows my mind. I have not met an 18-year-old that is not shacked up with a man yet. In this whole, like every girl that applies at my job is already struggling in a apartment.
What you do, recruiting over there?
What?
What you do? Job.
What you talking about? I run restaurants.
Yeah, I know that. I know you do the chef thing, but it's a recruiter
I
on
am
your
a
shit.
chef, but I run the restaurants. I revamp all the restaurants in
Nah,
my
but it say
company.
recruiter on your joint. You was an army recruiter?
Recruiter.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
You
check
talking
your
about my
Facebook page, Slim.
No, I was in the Marine Corps. That was a whole different story. But no, I've never been no recruiter. But now I just
You
run
didn't say that
restaurants.
on your Facebook page, Slim. My bad. man.
You
Fuck
might have
with
just
me,
read
man.
it wrong, bro.
What you talking about? It say right there at the top, recruiter.
All right, back to Darius, man. So So are you pro-marriage? Like you against it, or you just want to keep all your money to yourself?
Man, that man young,
How old are you?
dumb.
Young, single, and black.
34.
30, you not ready? Like.
I mean, I am. All the women that's looking, I'm
Yeah,
single.
they looking
All
too.
the
They
beautiful
look,
women,
yeah, they looking too.
I'm
And
single.
he's licking his lips.
Yeah.
And he got some hot
I
shirts.
got, you know, all the beautiful women. I'm single.
on the floor, 'cause once he blow up.
But once you get to like 30, 34,
But you got to be bringing to the table with that man. Bringing to the
It
table.
gets harder.
I mean,
like,
but
to
you know
find
what?
people.
Let me say this because I've seen a lot of women that like you said earlier, like once times got hard and stuff.
Yeah, they roll.
Then
They
left.
out.
But you know what? I wouldn't do that. If a woman is loyal and got some ambition, it's only all it takes is two to conquer the world. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
I actually
Let's
asked
roll.
my wife that the day before we got married. I said, right now, life is good. I said, but if I ever struggle, are you willing to struggle with me? You know, she could have lied. The answer could have been a lie, but she said, yeah. I said, nah, like, for real, because, like, I ain't joking.
Yeah, right. No
I take-
bullshit.
I
No,
take
that's
everything
important.
serious.
That's important.
And I asked her, I mean, but, you know, prior to my marriage, like, in that same week, we asked a lot of questions that, like, and that, like, I guess that's kind of what you've been asking this whole time, like, setting those expectations. I knew
Yeah.
what her expectations was because she asked me, and she knew what my expectations was because I asked her. And we made some real hard things very clear. And some of the answers didn't always go in our way.
Yeah.
But then with
But
the
I mean,
love part, it's like, I'm not
sometimes
willing to cope with that.
sometimes shit happens.
Shit does happen.
And
It does.
Always.
and
It
it
does.
always. And
Always.
sometimes it ain't even you. It's just the world, the universe, karma,
yeah.
the fuck. That's just what it is. Like I grew up, man. I was raised, and I done talked about my family ad nauseum on this damn show, so I'm not gonna get into it right now. But my dad went from climbing trees, not the man that raised me because he was white, Vincent Puglisi, love you to death, Italian. But my real dad, he went from climbing trees. I remember being out there cutting tree limbs with him to basically like in a wheelchair in 2 months. And then he went from the wheelchair to all of his bone density basically deteriorating and blah, blah, blah. And I watched his wife, who was this white woman named Betty. I watched Betty take care of my dad through all of that. Wow. And when I looked at it, it gave me a different perspective, you know, on a woman. Because Betty wasn't the greatest looking woman. Betty wasn't all this. But Betty was there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like when he needed to get help out the chair or get his ass washed or whatever it was, Betty was doing that. So I always look at a woman, and one of my first questions is like, can I count on you?
Yeah.
But we gotta, like,
You gonna
you
be
know,
there.
our lives paint our expectations of others, but we gotta also understand that their lives is happening at the same time, and their expectations are being painted. Plus, it's affecting them at the same time.
Yeah, we fuck up a lot as men, and we can't help it sometimes.
That's a good thing to admit.
I said,
I'm saying.
I said there's one thing that stirred up a lot, and a lot of women got mad, but they didn't understand. So I was like, it's too many Cardi B's and not enough Lauryn Hill.
Man.
Like if you listen, if I listen to Lauryn Hill just be like, I'd be her, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, I'd be like, man, if I could just have one of y'all.
Yeah.
I just understand what y'all talking
But
about.
it goes
You know?
back to what I said earlier. Too many women trying to live this basketball wives loving hip hop life instead of.
Y'all saw.
But there's a whole power
hold up.
acting against them at the same
Hold
time.
up, y'all saw Nipsey Hussle's mom speak
Man,
on the BET Awards, and if you didn't see the BET Awards, of course, shout out to DC, shout out to GoGo. Thank you to BET for recognizing that. That meant a lot to all of us Washingtonians out here in the streets. We appreciated that because GoGo is a national gem. Y'all just don't know about it. But anyway, if you watch Nipsey Hussle's mom, you know, she is so leaps and bounds above a lot of these women out here. I saw women online today basically talking about what she said, and I mean, they don't even get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even get it. So I know what you're saying when you say we got a lot of Cardi B's, but we don't have enough Lauryn Hills, not enough Jill Scotts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I felt about watching Nipsey's mom. Like she on a whole nother level,
man.
and these
Man.
chicks don't even realize it.
And
You know what I'm
they
saying?
think I'm against that. Like I love Cardi B hustling what she did.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
got the
definitely.
Stuff. She up front, but I'm not against none of that, opposing none of that. I'm
Right.
just saying.
That's not for you.
No, but she can be like that, but long as she talks how Lauryn Hill talks.
That's what I'm saying. That's not for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even find Cardi B
I
attractive.
don't know.
And he's-
But
he's
anyways,
the same.
I don't find her attractive either. For
But
real.
anyways, you know what I'm saying? Just to leave
She
on your
fat,
point,
though.
Just to leave on your point. Listen, I'm honestly like a real man is not really going for a Cardi B. Like, don't no man want to have
Shit.
You don't want to have your woman
He
walking
said
around
real
like
man. He didn't say man.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want your woman to be walking around like that. You know what I'm saying? Getting all that. Dave,
It depends on how secure you are.
Nah, man, think about how that conversation went when she admitted.
It ain't about that.
You're gonna walk. You're
Right.
if you're just looking at the money part of it, like you're not looking deep enough.
He said, yeah, but think about how that conversation went when Cardi B, if you was her man, and she said that she drugged and robbed that nigga and was boasting and bragging about it, and you had to come home to that conversation at the end of the night. You out of your mind,
Shit,
bro.
I wouldn't have came home, man, John. I would have been like, shit, let me get a couple dollars off
I
of
don't know.
that.
Maybe
I
it's
said,
not
I'm Cardi.
She's okay.
You got to be confident. You got to be confident, like especially when you're dealing with either a powerful woman or an outgoing woman like that. You know what I'm saying? A stripper or something like that. You just got to be a
I
confident
would
guy.
go to Michelle Obama.
I think it's
or,
about how we receive messages too, though. Like,
Huh?
like when somebody's like talking, teaching you something, or when you're learning something, everybody can be receiving the message different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that message could
Just
be
like when
affected
you
the way-
reading text messages in somebody's phone.
Oh, for real?
Everybody gonna read them joints differently.
But I heard there was a picture involved though.
Hold on, Dave. To your point, like it is illegal for it should be not illegal like legal, but a woman does not have a right to go through a man's phone if they're not in a 100%.
Shit! Don't tell them that.
I mean, because you guys are not residing in the same house, you guys are not paying the same bills. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Don't matter. They ain't trying to
See,
hear
this is
that.
dangerous though. What he's doing right now is dangerous. It's talking about what's legal, if ands, but it happens.
I'm not saying illegal.
It happens, so it
But you
doesn't
can't-
matter
you
the
can't-
hypothetical
yeah,
about
you're
it.
right.
So who is
It
not
doesn't
to?
matter. It's happening
So
right
who
now
is
to
not to
somebody
be?
else.
So who's not to be trusted though?
I mean, at the same time,
The person that's going in the phone or the person whose phone that's gone
Oh,
in, that now you done seen
that-
something you don't
that
want to see.
requires-
Who's not to be trusted?
like B said, that requires a conversation.
It's two different
That's
levels
like-
of guilt.
Yeah.
But I think
Somebody's
both
right.
people are wrong.
Yeah, you both are wrong. But at the same time, like you don't know how scarred she was from the past.
Yes, and that's
You
what I'm
know
talking
what I'm saying?
about.
You don't know how
Seriously.
Does anybody
You
remember
just talked
when I
about-
said on the show, if a woman's not ready for you, it doesn't matter how great of a man you are,
Yeah.
she ain't
Yeah.
ready for you.
Don't waste your
Does
time.
anyone remember that? So it doesn't matter how scarred she is from the past. Either you are ready to deal with me now, or you lose out.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Shit Detroit
man.
say.
That is mental psyche that exists.
That's
we
real
see
talk.
when we say
That's
things
real
like
talk.
that, we're tricking ourselves, man. We tricking ourselves that people really exist. Detroit, bro, we go through stuff with you all the time.
All the time.
All the time. You are
But
affected-
see, that's
you are
love,
afflicted
though.
young man.
But that's
You are
love.
No, but that's not what I'm talking
No,
about. The
but
point
that's
is,
love, though. This
No,
is a great.
you missing-
No,
see,
hold
this is
up,
about
Adrian.
receiving it.
Adrian,
You missing.
this is a
you missing
great.
the point.
No, this is a great thing that you just said. That is love. A lot of the time we don't agree with what this nigga say. A lot of times we don't agree with him. Period.
what I'm trying to
Sometimes
tell you.
we still
Hold
love the
up.
nigga though.
Hold
That's
up.
love right there.
Dave, you just did what I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you something and teach you something, but you missed the point because you're receiving it wrong. The point is what you're saying. He goes through something. He goes through something. We forgive him, but the truth is he has a psyche that brings him to those points. You know what I'm saying? And now he's trying to say it doesn't matter where you've been. Detroit, you've been somewhere. It affects you every time.
Yeah.
And we see the effect that it has on you. We're just willing to forgive you. But we're obviously the ones you met other men in your life, right? You had other homeboys, right? You had other friends, right? Are they present? Are they present? Are they with you every time you're doing this thing, right? Which means you had to move on. You had to move on to a group that accepted you for who you were. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. The point was that you go through something. He has a mindset. I have a mindset.
And-
Secrete, like certain people don't get secrete. And what the fuck is funny
Can I
as
say
fuck?
something?
Go ahead.
I said something the other day, and it bothers some people. I said, you know what? Since they got same-sex marriage, they might as well legalize let the man have 2 women.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's no doubt.
Or a goat.
Well,
like that.
Why not? Let the man have 2 women.
Well, look, I'll put it to you like this: there's a whole nation of poly people out there.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
it's-
People that ride down that wavelength of things, and they marry 2 men, marry 2 women, and there ain't nothing wrong with what they want to do.
Damn, how
The
you
way
gonna get that tax return up though?
I'm saying it don't matter, but see, it's about wealth for them. Like a lot of people think it's about sex, but it's not. It's about wealth for them. The way they look at it is there's three incomes, 3 people. I can take a vacation with her. She can stay with the kid. I can come back. These 2 can take a vacation.
They be organized.
They be organized.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
It's about
Who's
wealth
that,
for them.
That one guy that got drafted into the NBA. He's from what country? Sudan. Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo. Yeah.
Bobo.
His grandfather had, I think, 45 or 50
Gosh,
wives.
damn.
45 or 50 wives.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's too much.
That's a level of.
I barely could handle 2. So. They would have to like.
You felt that.
That's a real. Real scary.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't do the 2 wives or 2 multiple wife thing because me, I'm a spoiler. I ain't about to be spending all that money on all.
Yeah, there's a lot of cultures out there, man. There's a lot of different ways to do everything, and it's all done around the world.
I don't even know what the hell this show about anymore.
Man, we talking, man.
How we even going to title this shit tonight? I have no clue. But hey, Mike, why don't you drop all your sites, man, and places that they can find your clothes and all your numbers and all that good stuff. Well, give it to the people.
Facebook is A-VIE clothing brand. Y'all been just also on Facebook.
Spell that A-VIE.
It's the accent over the A, and then it's VI accent over the E clothing brand. That's on Facebook, and then Instagram is A_VIE_clothing on IG.
That's what's up.
Follow me.
Got those Facebook and Instagram
Support our black man.
pages. Look up my man Mike Lowray. Please make sure y'all buy the clothes. This is a really nice shirt. We hoping to get some more of these.
Yeah.
You know, and go ahead, take it out. Yeah.
And you know what? It's important to support. It's important to support local artists out there. If you see somebody out there hustling, you know what I'm saying, they're doing the right thing. Make sure you get out there and support them.
Hey, once again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Man Cave. It is each and every Monday night at 8:30 to 9:30. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Mancave. Once again, DAMANCAVE. You can find all the shows right there anytime your heart feels like listening. Even if you don't listen, just play our shit. We appreciate it. You can also find us at The Man Cave with the fellas on Facebook. We also have Instagram at The Man Cave once again. We also have Cash App at $, The Man Cave. Y'all want to send us some money? We'd appreciate that. Thank y'all.
The Man Cave with the fellas. Holla at y'all.
That's our time. Till the next time, my folks. Holla at y'all.